So I want to show you this. Okay, this is a video where you have the U.S. Surgeon General Murthy, who just you're gonna listen to this, and I just really want you to pay attention to like the rhetoric and the also what this person is saying going into the future, and also considering the last we're nearing 2 years, man, of dealing with this bullcrap. Stop negotiating with terrorists, and you're going to see why you don't do that. And yes, they are. The United States government, federal government in particular, is a terrorist organization. Not a secret. Yes, some of you guys work for a terrorist organization. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. But as you've seen them lead the charge as of recently with COVID's recommendations, mandates, power hungry Biden, seeing what he's trying to do with private businesses and having 100 employees, and we're trying to require them to be vaccinated and all sorts of dumb shit. And you realize, for all of you who are like, oh, well, if we just listen to them, we'll be over this. Look at the other country who is now over it, who's now not over it, like New Zealand, who is dealing with the biggest case rate that they fucking ever had. Because you don't ever get over it, right? If you allow them any sort of leeway and you cave into their demands because you think that, okay, I'm going to be able to live and go about my life in some sort of normalcy if I just take it right now. And we just give them what they want, you see that it never stops. We're going to listen to this dickhead terrorist, and let's see what he has to say.
Do you think that they should be able to take their masks off if they're in a classroom?
And this is talking about children.
New York City mayor is considering this. If you're in a classroom where the teacher's vaccinated, the kids are vaccinated, should a bonus be that you can take off the mask?
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, I certainly think getting vaccinated takes us one step closer to that. What the CDC has said is that in areas that have high or substantial amount of transmission, they want people to still wear a mask for the time being. But as cases come down, certainly it will become a possibility for us to take off our masks. So we just got to keep going in terms of getting vaccinated, taking the safety precautions. As cases come down and stay down, we'll be able to remove a lot of the restrictions that we've been dealing with up until this point.
All right.
And so remember, the vaccinations, I have to continue to remind you that the CDC, the organization that he's referring to, Dr. Rochelle Walensky, has stated as of August the 5th that the jab no longer stops or prevents transmission. She said that, not me. She said that. OK, so they're telling you to get a jab. And if more people get jabbed, acting as if that has something to do with the case rate or something when it doesn't. We've seen the studies confirming out of even Massachusetts in this country, UK as well, that have done a better job of keeping up with the breakthrough cases that have said that you got the same damn viral load no matter if you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. So if you get the shit, you can spread it. I don't know what to tell y'all in that this is not going to end. They sold you on a lie in the beginning, and the lie was that, oh, well, if you get this, we promise to, stop our restrictions. Oops, whoops, sorry, put the mask back on and keep it on. So now you got a bunch of motherfuckers, and now you got the same rules as me, and I ain't even vaccinated. You got the same rules, so you pledged your allegiance to the state and got nothing out of it. You know why? Because you're showing them that they could pimp you. This ends when you want it to end. But it ain't going to end by you just caving into their demands. No. No. You still have to wear a diaper on your face according to them. But you're showing them they would just tell them, we'll sell them on. And I think a lot of this has to do with covering their ass, to be fair. And what I mean by that is that a lot of what they said was supposed to happen didn't happen. We see, for example, in like Florida and Texas and Mississippi and who have less community transmission than like California and New York and all these people that have had these restrictions for all these. Like, what it does is if they just say, okay, you all got to do the same shit, it allows them to fall back on this idea that, okay, if there is any sort of, because, yeah, I guess it is plausible deniability, but it's also like, okay, if there is a rise in cases, they get to say, well, it's because y'all aren't listening to us. And if there's a lower number of cases, they get to say, well, it's because y'all were listening to us, right? Even though, and this is why they hate the idea of people having choice, because they don't like the idea of examples existing of that exist to the contrary of those claims. So I think a lot of this, definitely in these big geographical areas or these big cities, are why they have those rules, and it's as a CYA because they don't want to get caught with egg on their face. And unfortunately, a lot of the constituents of the people in this population are stupid enough to believe it. They ain't waking up and smelling no coffee. That's for sure. Man won't even give you an answer. Gets pressed by the media, who is nothing but on these guys' side. And instead of saying, okay, yes, your kids are vaccinated in our public school indoctrination camps, the teacher, who is the indoctrinator, acting on behalf of the state, is vaccinated. Can't the reward? She used that. What was the term? Let me hear the term, because I don't want to get it twisted.
The teacher's vaccinated, the kids are vaccinated.
What was the term that she used?
I know the incoming New York City mayor is considering this. If you're in a classroom where the teacher's vaccinated, the kids are vaccinated, should a bonus be that?
A bonus. That was the term that she used. A bonus. A bonus. Like, please give me scraps. Is how they worded that. Can I just say, I'm listening to you. Can you just give me a drink of water, something? Can I get that as a bonus for pledging my allegiance? And the motherfucker said, nah. No. The CDC has said that y'all still got to keep these masks on. But maybe in the future, possibly, potentially, could be. You won't have to do that. But I ain't going to say whether but for now, you got to keep doing what it is that we want you to do. Dog, it doesn't end until you're ready for it to end, guys. That's just the reality. You've negotiated with terrorists, and some of you conservatives did it too, to be fair. What I should do, this is a side note, maybe I do a dedicated video of conservatives that I remember so vividly being on the wrong side of this early on, but because they were scared, they said, okay, it's just a couple of weeks, just listen. Oh, it's just $1 trillion spending package. Just it's no big deal. We got to do something. Just listen. Maybe I should put a video together or something of all of you guys that did that shit, because everybody now has selective amnesia and forgets that because now they've come on the right side, they act like they was always there. No. A lot of them were not. A lot of you big conservative commentators were scared shitless because you saw a video out of Machina welding a door together. And when I was screaming back in March saying, no, if you give in to these guys' demand, government ain't giving that shit back. They're not giving it back. And here we are, 600 days and slow to spread. And 2 weeks to slow to spread. But on a serious note, what makes you think you have listened to them since this happened? Almost even Texas, of all places, had these idiotic rules early on to listen to this, and none of it amounted to shit. It didn't amount to anything. Nothing. Nah, I can't say it amounted to nothing. It amounted to showing the aggressors and the criminal ruling class, that as long as they can sell you an emergency, you will give them power that they could only dream of. It ends when you're ready. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Cannon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcannonsake.com.